Hello and welcome along, everybody. How are we doing this evening? I hope we're all doing well. Hope you have had a good end to the week. Microphone is working, which is good news, seeing as the stream is running a little bit behind because the internet is going between being really good and not great and getting a little bit behind and then catching up. So it's currently on a catch-up phase. It's gone green again and should be all good. Who have we got in here this evening? Grizzly CS, welcome along. Lottie Lou, welcome along. TBS Twister, welcome along. Netside19, welcome along. Gaming FFC, welcome along. IDK Lolman, welcome along. Netsound19, I think I've said hi to you, but welcome along. HK Smith, welcome along. Rob Simmer, welcome along. Blackbeard65, welcome along. Right, I just want to do a quick shout out for IDK. You should go check him out. He streams with my brother Eva. They have a server together. It's pretty awesome to watch. I put left the @ in there, of course I did. Let's try that again and take the @ out. I need to alter that Nightbot command so that it takes the @ out. There we go. Right, so I'm currently loading into the map because, yeah, slight delay to the start because I wanted to make sure that the stream was stable. It kind of is. It's not dropping a massive amount of frames, so we'll see how it goes. And also, I hadn't loaded up FarmSim because I was watching the FarmSim show. Which I know a couple of you are in there. So, yeah. Hashtag 10 things, top 10 things to do with VF. Was the last thing. Oh, man. Right. Shall we pop onto the Oaks and see what work we have to do tonight? It is 7 a.m. We need to take the time up. We do not have a third tractor that we can buy yet. No, nothing in the shop of use to us. So, yeah, we've got to crack on. Probably, actually, today with... maybe... We may be able to actually get some contracting done, I think. Hey, Irish Gamer 44, welcome along. So what do we... Oh, no. What have we got here to do in field 31? We got to finish the seeding in field 30... I know, we got to finish the ploughing in 31. We've seeded the barley in 28. So we need to get the plough working. That's where we need to start today. Getting a little bit of stuttering. I think it's because... I updated my video drivers before this evening's stream. So as a result, yeah. Oh, definitely. As a result, a lot of the shaded cache is being recreated. Because it does that after an update. So you can see we're running at like 20 FPS at the moment. Oh, I'm really of two minds at the moment. So I've got... you guys know I have a wish list. I have a drone wish list. Yeah, I do need to lime the grass. That's very true, Blackmare. So yeah, I've got a drone wish list. I've got lots of stuff on there. I've currently got a 4070 Ti on there. But the 4070 has just been released. And it is about half the price of the 4070 Ti. And it's about the same power level as a 3080, but takes less power. So yeah, very much at the moment thinking of changing that on there to a 4070 and going with that instead. I kind of feel that would be a better choice. Right, we want all of these on because... Okay, which... I know. We were at the end of the road. We did pick it up at that. Let's turn that. Take that back down to blue. And then... And something I need to check is if we've got course play set to We want raise tools late, lower tools early. Then we should get a clearer field and start. Yeah, that's pretty much spot on for where I want it. So we'll leave that going there and head back to the farm. We've got $2.5 grand, we'll do that. Atium series, couple of videos on there have helped you a lot in terms of understanding the pigs and efforts. Oh, fantastic. I'm really pleased about that, Kai. I'm beginning to work out for both cows and pigs roughly when I want to be selling stuff. I basically, my thought on selling pigs is sell them between that 24 and 36 months and try and get at least 2 litters of piglets out of them. If you can do that, then you're constantly growing your pigs and constantly making money from them, which would be great. Right, I think we've left our cedar in here, haven't we? Yeah, so that is all good in there. What we do need, I think, is probably we'll go and spread the lime with this. So we'll undo the roller. Does our field need rolling? Oh, that might be the other job we need to do today. Yes, 28 needs to be rolled, so we need to go and do that first. That's why we had the roller on the back of this tractor. So we'll go roll field 28 first, which this is a great tractor to do it in. And then we'll go and lime the grass field, which is the 2 jobs we needed to do. Then next month we're going to need to put canola in field 30, and then we want to do the sorghum in field 31. Did I not connect up? No, I have connected those up. So let's unfold this. And we can roll all of this in. There we go. And because this no longer has the mulching function on it, it shouldn't destroy the crops. Which is quite a good roller, this. I like this roller. And then at some point we're going to have to weed this as well, but we've got the spot sprayer for doing that. And that'd be pretty good. That'd be a pretty nice setup, I think. So the last thing I need for FarmCon arrived today, which is pretty awesome. I needed the only thing that would prevent me going from FarmCon that I needed to pick up was my passport, and that arrived today, so I've got my new passport, which is great. Finally got a gaming PC so I can play and mod FS. Where's the best place to get mods other than the mod hub? The only place I actually recommend outside of the mod hub to get mods is King Mods. I would still recommend that you have a pop-up blocker and an ad blocker running on your system when you go to download stuff from there, and that is simply because it's a directory site, so some of the mods are still in places that I would not consider safe, insofar as the ad support on those sites can sometimes have stuff in them. So if you have an ad blocker and a pop-up blocker, what you'll find is that you won't get any of that malicious stuff. The mods themselves, I've never come across a mod itself off a third-party site that is actually a virus in and of itself. I've only ever come across it being something delivered in a dodgy ad setup. So yeah, I always say have an ad. If you're going to download mods off a third-party site, put an ad blocker on, put a pop-up blocker on, and that should cover you for most issues. But yeah, King Mods is the only one that I really recommend. It's the only one I know where they are actively interested in keeping the site as clean as possible. They're not perfect, and there was one thing I did say recently to them that should that be on there, and I don't necessarily agree with the response, but in general they are better and more active than most of the sites out there. I do want to, I've said it before, I do want to look in at doing my own one at some point. I've got the domain for it, I've got the setup. I want to do a very English-centered one. It'd be part of a much bigger site, but it is just time that really does it. Devil's Man 666, thank you. I got your message, by the way. Yeah, I will update the name I need to send the code to. I have not sent it out yet. Yeah, there are a few medium stones on there. I've got to the point with stones in Farm Sim where if they're small patches of things like medium stones, I won't bother picking them up. I'll just work with them because you do get patches like that. I haven't got your whisper, Moist Sheep. But I haven't looked at my whispers in a couple of days, so I will check that. Hammerhead 81 coming in with the top up of money. Thank you for the every little helps. Yeah, they've got a few medium stones in here. Said not the end of the world. And not worth getting a stoner for a couple of small patches on this field. You know what I should turn on? Those. Much tighter turning circles. Oh, that's not the right one there. Yeah, that's the right one. We can be more maneuverable with this. Good evening, Darkstar. How you doing? If I can clear this, get this all rolled in, that will give us a good boost to our yield first year. I'm actually quite pleased with our start on here. It's not been too bad at all. Happy Friday, Tiny Pancakes. So I'm not streaming tomorrow night, I should say. I'll be streaming again on Sunday night, but I'm away tomorrow night. Which is I'm seeing friends. Awesome, Darkstar. Good evening, Jessies. Welcome along. So yeah, there is no community multiplayer tomorrow night. We did the community multiplayer on Wednesday, so this stream is making up for the fact that we weren't doing the realism experiment on Wednesday. Multiplayer because multiplayer happened on Wednesday because it was a multi-stream with Giants on the community channel, and very thankful to Kermit for that. That was awesome fun. And yeah, so no stream tomorrow night on YouTube, and then we'll be back here on Sunday. As GD isn't streaming at the moment, I'm kind of trying to work out whether what I'll be doing on Friday night. I might put an extra stream in on here. I might do something over on Victor Foxtrot, although I'm unsure about that because that channel, it's a difficult one. I got 2 YouTube channels now over 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if I want to go for the 3rd. I don't know if that just end up being too much work. I also realized the VODs from this, I've not put up the last few. The last few have not gone live. I need to sort that, and that should be sorted for next week. So next week is going to be probably a VOD every day because we're a few behind. Oh wow, that's a really sharp turn. Can't get over how big these fields are. Jager GYT, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. And what I want to do at this point, see, that's really nice. That's taking its time taking that photo. Oh no, did it take it? No. There we go, finally. Right, now I want to move the sun around a little bit. GG's! There we are. Right. That's what I wanted. Are these actually medium stones that we're having a problem with at the moment? Let's turn stones on and that off. No, those are small stones that the roller just isn't rolling in. That's weird. There are no medium stones on this field. So for some reason this roller isn't rolling in all of the stones. Hey Marius, welcome along. I'm wondering if it's the gaps between the rollers, because I know the stones can be a little bit finicky. This is why I've got quite an overlap. Issues with roller not rolling them in, and stone pickers not picking up the stones. Okay. Because it's, yeah. It's definitely, it seems to be when it goes through the gaps. So gap there. I did get them. And now it's getting all of them. Oh, it's just weird. That's just odd. Anyway, we're getting a large chunk of them. Yeah, there we go. Just straight under the rollers, missed 2. But yeah, there are no medium stones on this field. Hey, Jacob G. Welcome along. Posted Discord chat and the solution I was given was turn off stones. Yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind having a few stones on. A few stones are fine. So if they got none of them, that would be a problem. And if I'd paid for a stone picker, that would be the other thing. Good evening, Eugene Creel. Welcome along. Yeah, having the all-wheel steer doing this job makes things much easier. So confused with your streaming schedule. I'm confused with my streaming schedule at the moment, Kermit the Frog. It's been a bit all over the place because, yeah, lots of stuff's happening to go on at the weekends at the moment. So, yeah, I'm away tomorrow night, so I can't stream tomorrow night. I'm away. I'm not away next weekend. So next week should actually be fairly normal streaming schedule. As I said, I don't know what I'll be doing on the Friday, depending on what's happening. I'm half tempted to do a second mapping stream on a Friday, actually, if I'm not doing other stuff. Good evening, Mr. GD. How you doing? Guys, you should be following the awesomeness that is Gamer Dragon, if you are not already. How goes it, GD? Hope you're well. Losing track anyway because I've been off for 3 weeks. Everything's thrown me otherwise. I better get those VODs up then. Oh. I do know we're looking at mid-May for the release of... I think they said mid-May for the release of Alpha 21 for 7 Days to Die. So probably be doing something around there. I've been trying to get myself back into it recently. Currently playing a bit of Darkness Falls and yeah, still not come across any demons yet. I did my first tier 5. Which was a custom tier 5 and got massacred. The custom tier 5s in Darkness Falls are harsh. Separate map making stream sounds good, yeah. And we'd move slightly quicker with the map, especially as we're going to be getting into placing stuff next week. So we're going to be starting to place shrubbery and trees and starting to get the map trying to take shape a little bit. It's going to be fun because I've got to do most of that placements and stuff from memory. Yeah, Alpha 20.7 stable came out this week. It had a fix for something they'd found while they were building Alpha 21 that they had to patch early. And keep me posted on Friday night streams, but it's looking more like I'm out to drop my streams one or. Fair enough, GD. Just let us know, and yeah. That's absolutely fine. Of course, a week on Sunday is the birthday stream, and I have no idea what to do for that yet. I mean, I could just do some realism experiment, to be honest. We'll have a normal party virtual farmer birthday stream. Yeah, these fields are huge. This is one of those things where we'd have a stream and we'd have been through the first field at this point, and then and we'd be moving on to the second one, and we'd get through like 3 fields by midday. Then we're going to be lucky to get through this field by midday. But at least our plow's making good progress. Yeah, he's on the last section of that field. That's good. That's very good. Could do a field 17. No, that's a 24-hour stream job. 24-hour stream job. Ugh. Ooh, what map could we do for the 24-hour stream? Could do Edgewater. Do Edgewater, Saskatchewan for the 24-hour stream. That might be fun. Spin up an MP server for it. Look how just jelly. Oh. St. Cali. Well, St. Cali isn't what I would call a great multiplayer map. Oh, there's the multiplayer map that came out from Mapper's Paradise. Can't remember what that was called that came out a few months ago. That would be a good one, possibly. It's birthday-ish. Notes, yeah. Jelly Shot birthday stream. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, I'm considering changing the graphics card. I'm thinking for the new PC to a 4070 because it is ridiculously cheaper. And I've just seen the new NZXT coolers that have come out. The new Krakens, and they look very nice, and they've got some cool LED screens on them, and the money I save on the getting the slightly lower graphics card would be money I could put towards the Kraken, and then I could have the VF logo on the inside or the Star Trek logo on the inside because Star Trek case and things like that. So Michigan 4X, Can't do a 4x map because if I am going to open up the multiplayer map open up the map for multiplayer for the 24-hour stream, it's got to be available to console players as well as PC players. Right, around we go. "24-hour classic tractor stream." Oh. We'll probably play some other games. So I normally don't just play Farm Sim during the 24-hour stream. I like to do some other stuff. I like to try and mix it up a little bit. Last year we did some power wash sim, some lawnmower sim. Actually, I'm actually very tempted to possibly play a little bit of Stray this year, but I'd have to buy that to do that. What else would I like to play? Yeah, I want to do some challenges. I want to do some stuff depending on how much money we raise, because we have quite a heady target. Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild, Call of the Wild, the Angler. We want to do. Definitely want to be trying to. We're still trying to catch that dang fish. I have not played Call of the Wild Angler for a while. And I'm still trying to catch that yellow perch. And I can't move on until I catch it. So it might be the 24-hour stream. Can I catch the perch? Not Call of Duty. If I was going to do a... Battle Royale, I'd do Apex. ETS2, yeah, ETS2 would be on the list. We'd do some Convoy. Oh, now I'm actually missing it. What else would we do on the 24-hour stream? I need to work it out. Oh, we normally do a bit of SnowRunner as well. I haven't played SnowRunner in a while. And the other question, of course, is do we do the 24-hour stream? Well, I was going to say, do we do 24-hour stream here or on YouTube, or do I mix it? Do I do the first 12 hours on Twitch and the last 12 hours on YouTube or something like that? So I think it'd be slightly more difficult to do it on YouTube now, because I'd have to completely stop the stream and restart it. Car Mechanic Simulator, yeah, I've never done that, and yeah, I did like 2 videos on Car Mechanic, but yeah, I've never streamed it, so we could do that. Stream SnowRunner on occasion, it always ends up with me swearing horribly. SnowRunner is the best, most frustrating game I've ever played. The frustration levels I get to in Steam Runner are amazing. I might have a see what the stats recommend I play, because sometimes that's a good thing to look at. Is, you know, see what people who watch my stuff also other games watch, and then and do that. No, not my summer car. Definitely not my summer car. That is massively not a PG game. SnowRunner is meant to be frustrating. Oh, Wreckfest. Again, never played Wreckfest, so that might be a good game to do. Yeah, Car Mechanic and Wreckfest might be good games. Basic, we want to break the stream into 6 4-hour chunks with Farm Sim and another game in each of those 4-hour chunks. Oh, I am about to lose my headset. Let's plug in. Can't remember if I played it, but they had season pass to... Oh, I have played Construction Simulator. I have... I've not played it since the DLC came out. Play MSC? What's MSC? Oh, my summer car. Should have tweaked that. Yeah, that GD. I know GD loves that game. GD thinks that's the best game ever created. Lawn Mowing Sim we did last year, and it is a cracking game. I do love Lawn Mowing Sim. Train Sim I've never played, partly because Train Sim looks like a very expensive game to play. All that DLC is just nuts. Could play some Star Trek Online. I've been getting into STO a bit recently as well. 7 Days to Die. Yeah. I love 7 Days to Die. I would probably have to play on... Again, 7 Days to Die is one of those tough games to get into in an hour and 45 minutes, which is roughly... So if I pick 3 other games and we have 6 slots, each game will get 2 slots. Or I do Farm Sim only 4 times, and that means we have 20 slots to play other stuff, which divided by 4 divide by 4 to match Farm Sim means that we can play 5 other games, I think. I need to work it out. Although it's slightly less than that because I like to start and finish with Farm Sim. Although if I switch it around in the early hours of the morning, it should always work. Trine? Trine is not a game I know. I'm actually liking the idea of doing... I need to work it out, because I've now confused myself. Eighteen divided by 3 is 6. Anthem I've heard is good. We might put it to a vote. I might get together a list of games and then go, right, here's all the games I'm considering playing along with Farm Sim on the 24-hour stream. Vote. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking, Mark. That's also not a bad idea. But I definitely want challenges for how much we get. And I think the pizza, ordering a pizza with toppings of your choice, of chat's choice, is a good way to go. I think that would be, that's a good one. I've never played Warframe. Hello, El Skinto, welcome along. Maybe we can have an hour of BF builds PC. My biggest issue at the moment is, so I should say, building the new PC has been put back a month because because I've got to put 4 new tires on the Land Rover. And 4 new tires on the Land Rover is £600, or how much a 4070 costs. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Round we go. When is the 24-hour stream? The 24-hour stream is normally around the 16th of May. Actual date, I don't think I put it in my diary at the moment. Let me have a quick look. It's, yeah, I think I said to my wife 20th of May. I think that's the date I was aiming for this year. Yeah, I haven't played Gran Turismo since 3, I don't think, maybe even 2. Yeah, it's been a while. Ooh, are we actually going to get this field done by midday? I don't know about that. Yeah, was that on the PlayStation 2? Gran Turismo 3. Last one I played was on the PlayStation 2. Crystal Krigo. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Yep. Yeah, so GT3 was the last one I played. GG's! Oh, these fields are huge. I mean, it's not a problem. We got the equipment to handle it. It just takes a while to get them done. Ended up bumping 0 to 3 day months. I've not felt the need to yet. Well, we've only got 3 fields, Marius. I think we're all right. I don't feel the need to do it yet. As long as we get a nice spread out harvest and we don't get too much rain, we'll be fine. That man Chuck, thank you for the every little helps. So yeah, the 2 jobs I need to get done on here today are rolling this field and getting the lime onto the grass field. If we can do those 2 jobs today, we are in good stead. Then on Sunday, we need to get field... What is that one? Field 30, that needs to be planted with canola. And this field will need to be weeded. And then on Wednesday next week, we will need to roll... yeah, we'll then need to roll field 30. And then we can start looking at getting the sorghum planted. 1 week is tidy in my head. Yeah, fair enough. I'm actually looking, I've said this before, I'm looking with future series of my Let's Plays in starting on 1 day weeks. Because the first year, we always have time on our hands for stuff. And then ramping it up. But I want to try and do 1 day months because I think I can record for a little bit longer. So run it at 5 times, record for a little bit longer, and then be able to do 30 episode series. I haven't played NG Drive or Wreckfest. Wreckfest, though, I've heard so many good things about, and yeah. I want to give it a go, so we might do that on the 24-hour stream. So I might play some SEO. I might introduce you to the Argus and her crew. If I was going to go and do fishing, I'd do Call of the Wild the Angler, because I'm already into that, and I really quite like that game. House Flipper is not a game I've played, though. And I think I might have a copy of it. Hey, Brit Boy, welcome along. Yeah, I think I might open up a channel on the Discord. And ask for suggestions. Oh, we actually have a charity stream suggestion one already, so 8 years now in early access. Well, look at 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die has been in early access for a decade. The trouble, I think, Britboy, is that early access can be very hit and miss. There are a couple of games that have been released in early access that I have loved the hell out of, that have just been awesome, that I play again and again and again. 7 Days to Die is a perfect example of that. I just keep playing that, and I keep coming back to it, and I keep playing each iteration of it and enjoying it more and more with each one. And then there's a couple of early access games where I've bought them, played them, and gone, oh my god, why have I wasted my money on this? Early access is so hit and miss. And it's one of those things where you kind of go, well, yeah, I can take a punt on this. I'll take a punt on this and see how well it works. Yeah, thinking about Stray is a game I've wanted to try since its release. I think it's a really cool looking game, Stray. And it got such interest early on. So many people playing that. So I'm not going right up to the edge because I know that there are some parts of this headland here where I won't be able to reach right up to the edge. Yeah, I've only heard good things about Stray. And having 2 ginger cats, it really, really kind of appeals to me. NFS Heat. I thought that said NFTs for a moment. I was about to go no. NFS Heat. Again, not a game I know much about. Need for Speed. Oh yeah, Need for Speed I've heard of. Although Although, again, not a game I've played in a very long time. I should really go and have a look at the all the games I've got on my in Steam, because I have so many games I've never played. I'd love to maybe do some Darkest Dungeon. That's an awesome game. I think Darkest Dungeon 2's come out recently, if I remember correctly. I mean, that was an indie game that came in and it's so stylized and so nice looking and just took the world by storm. Farming Simulator is an awesome game, gaming FFC. Absolutely. So, I have to ask Gaming FFC, are you looking forward to FarmCon? In the mid-90s? Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, you know what the weekend of the 20th of May is going to be, don't you? That is a bad, bad weekend to do 24-hour stream on. Ooh-ar. That's gonna be Farm Sim 23 early access release weekend, isn't it? 24 hours of Farm Sim 23. That's what we should do. Oh, Jaguar XJ220. Gorgeous car. Back this up again, because get right into the corner. Go, and then we'll clean up this headland. And we're going to be done by midday. Fantastic. It was about McLaren F1, but I was like, nah, man. Oh, I remember the McLaren F1. Everybody went mad about that and how it was the future of cars. Right, there we go. That is that field nicely done. So we'll go give the rollers a wash because we're not going to be using them for a couple of days. I think, yeah, they still diminish. And yeah, I do need to make this road not quite so wide. It's a bit ridiculous at the moment. What's my dream car? Ooh. Ooh. That's a tough one. I always had a soft spot for the Lamborghini Countach. Big Countach fan back in the 80s. I still think they look gorgeous now. I mean, mean, it's not a real Countach, but look at the lines on that. They're just gorgeous. That one might be better. Yeah. Not really, because that's a Cybertronium one. Love the Countach. Oh, Lotus's Bree's nice. That's the one that is that the one that, what's the one that was the Lotus that was the submarine in James Bond? Was that the can't remember which one that was. Oh, DB5 as well. Anything that Bond drove is just gorgeous. Let's face it. There we go. That's nice and clean. Do we have space in the shed at the moment for it? Yes, we can put it in front of the mulcher. Yes, it's the one that, there we go. Not as much. Right, I want to set the wheels back to normal because we want the manure spreader. Not the manure spreader, the lime spreader. There we go. That'll do it. Pity there's not a rear mounted spreader I can get on this. Oh yeah, Magnum's car. The cars every 90s kids wanted. Ferrari Testarossa in red or white. A Trans Am in black. Oh no, it's all round the back. Trans Am in black. A Dodge Charger in orange. And yeah, Trans Am in black with a swooshy whoosh, 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 across the front. Right. Actually, I think we might want the more maneuverable turning circle on this for this job. And it's midday as we get on to the next job. Knight Rider. Oh, I wanted to go in kit. I wanted to go in kit so badly. I was a massive Knight Rider fan. The Shelby Cobra. Oh, man. Oh, the 18 van as well. Yeah. Yep. So all that. I've got all of my school books from when I was same age as my kids upstairs and up in my loft. And all of the stories, everything I wrote about during my primary school days when I was about 6, 7 years old was all about the Dukes of Hazzard. It was all I wrote about, how cool they were, how awesome, how all my stories were about me and the Dukes boys, you know, riding around in the General Lee. It was somewhat ridiculous. Monkey Man 68 55 35, thank you for the follow. How you doing, Monkey Man? Wow, this is going to do this in like 2 passes. It is physicsifying. Somebody did point out to me that this is probably not a realistic spreader in one of the comments on this series. Right in retro. Yeah, I've got to... Oh, the other thing I still want actually is a DeLorean. I got very lucky a few years ago and I have a picture of me and Christopher Lloyd sitting in the DeLorean, which is just so awesome. The other thing is I've got, oh, wow. I've got 2, I've got a reprint of X-Men 1, Uncanny X-Men 1, and a reprint and a collected edition of X-Men 1 to 10, Uncanny X-Men 1 to 10, both signed by Stan Lee, which is awesome. We also have hanging in our lounge a picture of the first 5 Star Trek captains. So Kirk, Picard, Sisko, Janeway, and Archer, signed by the actors across the picture, which is just fantastic. He was not in his Klingon makeup, no. Commander Cruz. Speaking of which, Jesse, no spoilers in here, because no spoilers. But who's seen the Picard finale? And oh my god, how awesome is the Picard finale? Diamonds are forever in red. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That's an awesome car. As I said, anything James Bond drove is just amazing. It also amazes me that even Picard, a series that is based on a well-loved character that is, you know, that should have hit the ground running. It was a series that, like most Star Trek series, still took 3 seasons to fulfill its potential, which is crazy. The only 2 Trek shows I've watched, which have been really good straight from the start, are... No, actually, there are 3, and they're all modern ones. Prodigy is great from the start. I recommend, if you've not watched Star Trek Prodigy because you think, oh, it's a kid's show for Nickelodeon, Star Trek Prodigy is great. Really, really good. I watched it with my kids. I thought it was fantastic. Star Trek Lower Decks. Star Trek Lower Decks is great again from the very beginning. I love Lower Decks. I had lots of reservations about it when it was first announced, and I kind of went, okay, I'm gonna try this, and I love Lower Decks. It is one of my favorite Trek shows. And Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds has one of the best, if not the best. No, in fact, I will go as far as to say it has the best first season of any of the live-action Trek shows by quite a margin. The other one that might come close is the original series, because the original series first season is actually really, really good. And it's kind of the inverse of all the other other shows. Hemmer will be missed, yes. Oh, yes. But that just goes to show it, you know, exactly how powerful the first season of Strange New Worlds is. Oh, and if they don't make Star Trek Legacy, we riot. I have not played 007 Legends. I played GoldenEye. Right, and in. Yeah, and I'm actually really happy that Section 31 is going to be a movie, Jesse. Basically, I think Section 31 will be much, much better served by being a movie than being a series. Section 31 is one of those things where you don't want to shine too much light on it in order for it still to be effective. Unless you're going to do something about the fall of Section 31, which you're going to have to do in the 24th, 25th century. I wouldn't do a Section 31 series. And I was very worried when they said they were, and now that they're doing a movie, that will do fine. Virtual farmer, license to farm. I've got a license to farm, Right, so that has got our jobs on the farm out the way. I think. Let's check our fields. So how's field 28 looking? Does it look like it's got less stones in it? Please say it's got less stones in it. Because that's a problem if it hasn't. Yeah, it's got less stones in it. It's got, yeah. Looks like that is running well. So, what do we have in the way of contracts that we can earn some extra cash? I don't want to do any... oh, really? I don't want to do any fertilizing. So what do we get? A lot of fertilizing. So let's go details on. Field 11 will cost us 20,000 in fertilizer to do. Just so many really expensive fertilizer contracts. No, none of those are really doable. How are our cows? Okay, so cows are all right at the moment. We've got 3,000 litres of milk, so we're still on the way. We're halfway puberty on the calves. That is suddenly going to be a massive increase in milk production the moment those hit puberty. And yeah, we're still a way off any more calves being born. So that's not a problem. Anything new in the shop of use to us? The navigator for 22,000. Do we own the sprayer? We don't own the sprayer. Ah, right. So let's go see what our other tractor's doing. Okay, looks like it's got one more headland to go, and yeah, down here, yeah, it's got one more headland to go. It is at the far end of the field at the moment, I think. Yes, just coming up this top corner. Archimedics, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. What do we own up by? We've got quite a... Probably need to get a mower for our garden, to be honest. Oh, look at the nice big pond we have in the garden. Very tranquil. Really nice setup here. I like the house on this. It's very cool. And then we've got the barn up the back of it. Yeah, the way this setup actually works really well. We don't have any manure to clean up. We could. Right, what are we gonna do with this area here? We can plant grass at the moment, I think. So what I could do is start working on this, get this plowed, and sell this shed off. Plow this field while we've still got the plow, and get this all sorted. Just gonna check. Not got anything standing in here we shouldn't have. Nope. So we could grab the plow when it's finished and go and do that. Slurry, we got 15,000 litres. I'm worried about silage. Oh, we're gonna make silage bales, yeah. And what I really want is some... This is what I don't get. What I'd really like right now is a hay contract, and there are none. It's all fertilizing. Yeah. That's it. It's all fertilizing contracts. Which is a bummer. I'm guessing that's because there's no grass that's ready. Yeah, grass is close. All the grass fields are close to being ready, but none of them are actually ready. So next month it'll be fine. You get a BJ to make that so your cows don't produce enough for the big fields. Disturbed has some. Yeah, do we have the BGAs on here? What do I have in the way of BGAs on here? No, I don't have. I probably need to add the small BGAs in here, like the ones we have on thingy, on the oaks, and we can actually put it down this end of the farm. Move these bits out the way, and put it down this end of the farm here. Yeah, that's all right. We'll see how far things go. Once we get enough cows in, it'll be good. Plan is to eventually have two fields of cows, or 2 lots of cows. Yeah, make a bit of extra money from that. I think what I'm going to do, because we want to get this finished, is hop over here, and jump in this tractor, and we'll do the end of this ourselves. Save ourselves a little bit of hired worker money. And yeah, that works. Turn that off. Sorry, Farmer Kev. What? With my speed, yeah, I can blast through them, but I don't have the money to buy the fertilizer for them, Marius. We've only got 1,800, and yeah, none of those contracts take that little to do it. Sure, for adding the for giving us 1,000. Yeah, I think what we'll do is, because we want to return this plow today, so we will we'll finish this field off. Wow, what happened there? I think we had this problem with the mulcher down here as well. Did not want to do that bit of field. I'm not too worried about the little bits that have been missed. Oh, I see what's happened. Why it's causing issues. The front weight's lowered. It's lifting the front of the tractor out and make it harder to steer. How's my map coming along? Very nicely, thank you, Craig. On Tuesday, we are going to be starting to put shrubbery and stuff like that down. Start building it up a bit. Start defining the roads a bit better. All that kind of stuff. So that we can get going. I've got the shop icon on there, so I might even see if I can get a vehicle in and just have a look at the layout and see how it is. But I might do that off screen, just off stream, just in case it causes issues or doesn't work properly. A shrubbery. We need to put the shrubbery in. So start putting the grass down where there should be grass. And will I release my map to the public? Yes, chicken duck. That is exactly the plan. Is definitely to release my map to the public. Both console and PC is the plan, with slightly different versions for each. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm a tad concerned about, you know, how wide the roads are and things like that. So I need to get a feel for how accurate things are on the ground, and to do that I need to get a tractor in there and have a look and see how it fits on the roadways that have been marked out and bits like that. So, and that will then give me a good feeling for how things are and where things are. $1972 Morgan Plus 8 is one of the classic cars from back in the day. I think I'm going to have to do a lot of item placement actually in Farm Sim and then copy the items XML across. Guessing that's how a lot of map creators do it, but it's fine so long as it doesn't alter the ground. So you need to, I think you probably need to do the ground alteration first. Or you, again, you just copy it across, maybe. Definitely want to get the other field that we want to get ploughed done today if I can, and then we'll be in a place where we can get rid of this plough today. Because we're not going to be doing much with a plough on here. I mean, it's slightly crazy that we've had to plough this field, but I am impressed. I mean, we've got through it in a decent amount of time, so it's not like it's not like it's been really awful. DBR1, you know, I don't know what the DBR one looks like, to be honest. Just gonna clear these patches up while we're down this end. Not pulled up any really big stones on here, which is good news. No. Turn the plough, please. There we go. And we're done. Old MGB. Oh, so both my mum and my stepmom had MGBs. So I've ridden in the back of them. Ready, Bauer! Ready with party of 2. Welcome, 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 Raiders. I hope you had a good stream, Renee. Right, so if I am going to do this, we are going to want to sell off there. Hey, Bear, welcome along. Hey, Renee, welcome along. Let's have a look. No, this isn't the menu I want. This is the menu I want. Yeah. Yeah, I remember why I wasn't going to delete this area. We're going to get a fair number of bales from that field. Sheds. That's 10,000. I could put that shed there. Archangel 59, thank you for gifting a sub to Technic Tom. You are awesome. Okay, and yeah, all of these are 10,000. So that one, wow, that one. I need somewhere to store bales. So demolishing this will give me 14,000, which will give me enough. So I'm thinking we keep this area here as a bit of yard. We end up putting 2 of these sheds down. Although that I think matches. Yeah, that matches. Well, actually, either of those match my farm. So I can put 2 of these down here. And then this area down here we have as grass. So let's demolish that. Yes. Then I'm going to have... can either have that way around. Let's put that way around. Okay. And get it on the flat. There is flat. Okay. Like that. So yeah, that then gives us some storage, and then if we bring the field, so if we then do a second one, or we want to do a second one, we can't do a second one at the moment, but if we do a second one there, yeah, I then want roughly where we are. The other side of these plants is where we want to do the ploughing. Bring it in a little. Ooh. And then turn it. Get up to here. Down. Create fields on. Go straight across here. Which steering wheel am I using? I am using a G923. I have not looked at the new Logitech Pro Direct Drive. I love my G923 and I loved my G29 before that. Oh, yeah, we're a bit high up here. Way! Wow. That is having trouble going across that section there. We can't get the plow down low enough at the moment. Right, and then last bit is straight up the side here. Fantastic Gamer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Yeah, we got a little bit of a slope there that it doesn't like. So we'll have to come out a little bit. And hopefully, really? Last bit up there. Come on. There we go. So that is going to be our new grass field. Fantastic Gamer, thank you for the raid. Welcome, 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 raiders. Hope you had a good stream, Fantastic Gamer. Oh. How do you do cotton on this map? Let's have a look. No. Cotton and sugarcane, there is no planting or harvesting window, so no. You can't do cotton on this map. Just gonna increase the width on this. Been looking at getting the Logitech heavy equipment bundle. Wasn't sure it was the best way to go for FX22. I think the so the side panel is great. If you are on a budget, the whole bundle is not bad. I'm not such a big fan of the wheel as I am of the side panel. But if you're looking for a decent setup, a full decent setup for the 100 and I think it's £180 for that. That's not bad. I mean, you'll pay that just for a wheel normally. If you're buying something like that's the wrong way. Logitech G923 or something like that. So yeah, I think it's a decent set if you're on a budget. I think if you're able to spend a little more, I would get something like a Logitech G29 with a shifter and do it that way. How come I'm doing the headland first? Because in this instance, I am marking out the field. So this is more about field creation than it is about ploughing. So yeah, we're creating a field here rather than looking to need to plough this. And it's really just so that we can use this space here and not be too worried about it. Well, we might be able to put a mini BGA down here, actually. Possibly. Depending on how big it is. We will have a look at the BGA options. Side panel mostly plug and play. Yeah, the side panel is mostly plug and play. I did reassign all the controls, mainly because I wanted a completely different setup, and because I wanted to apply things like I wanted to do buttons for things like GPS and things like that. So yeah, my side panel setup is completely different to the standard. Also, the twist function on the joystick no longer works on mine. I actually disconnected it because it had a weak because it had a shorter, you know, it kept firing on its own. So I've disconnected that. And use it without. We do have a full weight on this, and it's still quite a heavy piece of kit, this plough. There we go. Turn it. Getting a little harder to get it turned up here. Not too bad going this way, but obviously when we drive the tractor up onto there, it's causing more trouble. I bought a gamepad, think it'd be similar to the side panel, but so far it's nothing useful, so now I'm thinking of getting the real thing. Yeah. The other thing that I'm looking to do at the moment is I have a stream deck that I use for my streaming, and I want to replace it with the one with the knobs on it. And when I do, I will have my stream deck on my main machine, and I will also use that for bits, because that will just be awesome. I'll be able to switch between GPS and lots of different functions, and I think that might actually be even more useful than the side panel. And then I might, yeah, and then yeah, that'll be interesting at that point. Have I seen Back to the Future? I love DeLorean, best car. Back to the Future. So my two favorite movies, FarmCatGR, are Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. So have I seen Back to the Future? Yes. Many, 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 many times. Goonies is awesome. I need, oh god, yeah, I need a DeLorean. This is why, actually, this is why I need more light in this room, because on the top of there, on that, is, so the bit where my finger is at the moment, that is an Ecto 1, and then behind, opposite it, is a DeLorean from Back to the Future. Those are the two things I have on my shelf behind me. And I've got my hat collection behind me now, but I'm very much considering putting a load of shelves up for my Starship collection behind me. Because I haven't actually got anywhere else in the room to put them. You want Marty McFly's Toyota pickup? Ah. The overlooked car from Back to the Future. That is going to be a pain to seed the bits at the back of this. I think we might have to use the landscaping tool to sort that out, actually. Just put some regular grass along that back hill. Otherwise, I think it's just going to be very, very painful to do. Clean that up a little bit, square things off. What do I think of the Ghostbusters movie? Which Ghostbusters movie? I mean, I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters. So the original Ghostbusters I love. I very much, I think Ghostbusters 2 is a cracking film again. And Ghostbusters Afterlife is awesome. Just absolutely brilliant. The 2016 movie I am not a fan of. So yeah, Afterlife I love FarmCatGR. Afterlife is just a brilliant movie. Yeah, the 2016 Ghostbusters I'm not a fan of just because it's unfunny. It's just not a funny film. And tries too hard to be funny. I mean, I think the actors in it are awesome. I absolutely love pretty much every single one. I think they've done some amazing comedy stuff. Even Melissa McCarthy, who I wasn't a huge fan of a few years ago, some of the stuff I've seen her do more recently has been brilliant. It's just not a good movie. Whispered me about something. Okay. I have 8 whispers I need to go and look at the moment. But yeah, I can't wait for Firehouse. Firehouse is looking to be brilliant. Gaming FFC, you're raiding with the party of 1. Welcome, 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 raiders. Hope you had a good stream, Gaming FFC. You're worn out. No problem. Yeah, happens to the best of us. Just, I would say, watch out. Nightbot might grab you. Yeah, I need to clean up that top edge of that field. We're never going to get a seeder up there. How do you add... there's instructions for it on the Throne website, Gaming FFC. If anybody buys anything or contributes to anything on my wish list, it also does a pop-up. It does an on-screen thing. So yeah, if anybody does do anything on that, it will show on screen. It'll pop up there, which is awesome. I have not played Jedi Survivor on Souls. I've not actually played the previous one yet either. Oh wow, it's 11:15. I've got to be up early in the morning because I have not yet recorded tomorrow's video. I also have to get my kids' stuff together. Have I seen Star Trek? Yes. I watched this week's Picard. This week's Picard is awesome. No spoilers in here because, quite frankly, if you haven't seen it, go see it because it's awesome. And I'm going to say no more about it, other than I really want Star Trek Legacy now. Take your headset up to 4 hours. Oof. Dawn the smart girl, welcome along. Hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah. I need to go and watch it. I need to go and watch the previous episode and this episode again. Sort of back to back. Because the last 2 episodes of Picard Season 3 are just amazing. Absolutely incredible. Cheers, Dawn! Watch season 3 so many times, got #1 on Amazon. Yeah, I might go back and watch the whole season actually. Go and do a rewatch of it. Five-minute delay on hydrate. Yes, you could only. The trouble was we were getting lots and lots of them at once. And maybe doing, yeah, that's why there's a 5-minute cooldown on it, because somebody did do that. Right, so before we go any further, we are going to just clean this up a bit. So landscaping, painting, grass, change that, enlarge that a bit, and just gonna come around here, bring this in a little bit. Because that will never get planted. Okay, and then we need to add some plants. So grass in around here. The shape of that. Make it a little bit broken up in the same way as the rest of it was, or is, around here. It's a little bit patchy. Give those in. Put that in. That. And I want to put a couple of bushes in, like so that it's a little bit rougher at this end of the field. Too expensive to put a tree in. Yeah, that's perfect. Really like that. Well, I think you put a tree or two in, but we don't have a huge amount of money at the moment, so I want to avoid spending money that I don't have really. I do want to do is try and straighten this bottom bit out here. If I can get it to run along the bottom. There we go. Turn that off and turn that round. Yep, happy with that. So yeah, if we can fit a BGA in over the other side there, I will. There's a couple of smallish BGAs we might be able to use, which would be useful for the amount of silage we're going to make and everything. We're a little way off that, and it'll probably be after the first year's harvest that we do that. But now I want to wash this because I think we're done with the plow. And that can be returned. What's my favorite movies that I can watch over and over again? Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Transformers, the movie, the original one from the 80s. Star Trek First Contact. And what would be the fifth? No, I'd have to think about the fifth one. I mean, I know you didn't ask for 5, but certainly those four. Those 4 I could just watch and watch and watch and watch. Oh, probably Endgame. So Avengers Endgame is just such an awesome movie. A few years ago, it would have been the Avengers movie, first one, but Endgame is just fantastic. TV shows I could watch again and again. Doctor Who, Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. What else could I watch over and over and over? I don't think of stuff that I've done rewatches on. At some point I'm going to have to do a rewatch of Enterprise. I could watch Strange New Worlds I could watch. Babylon 5 I've rewatched. Community I think I could probably go and rewatch again, because that is just such a cool show. I've never seen The West Wing. I've never watched it. Right, let's return the plow because we don't need it anymore. And we're good. Right. This tractor is nice and clean. So on Sunday, we will be getting the canola planted. So that'll be good. You've missed nothing. I need to go back actually and watch the original. Tiny pancakes! GG! It's 5 in the evening. It is coming up to 11 o'clock at night. So actually, that's a pretty good place for this evening. Let's take the time down. Let's save this. Seeds, milk. Milk is actually a really good price at the moment, but the value is, yeah, it's not worth it. Diesel and flurry. Yeah, lots of good sell times at March for stuff we've got. With no sell points. Oh, how do I have 88,000 litres of TMR? Is that what's in with the cows? How do I have 88,000 litres of TMR? That's weird. Thank you, Tiny Pancakes. Yeah, so I've got where I don't know where I have 88,000 liters of TMR. I can only think well, no, all my TMR bales got delivered here. I've got to find out where those 88,000 liters TMR, because we need those. Well, that's what I wondered, but I started on start from scratch. So I've got to find out where it is, what it's based in. I'll go and have a look at the XML and see if I can find out. Quick look in the shop. Nothing of use now. Let's go through to 7 a.m. We could probably have gone through till 6 unless it's, yeah. Right, and, ooh. I want to save there. And let's have a look. No, nothing new in here. I'm kind of glad at the moment. We only have £916, and if a second tractor came up, that would be a problem. So yeah, that is fine. Right, so that is where we want to leave it for this evening. I did, but I thought I'd used all of that, Twister. I thought I'd put all of that TMR in with the cows. The fact that it's saying 88,000 liters, that's a lot of bales. So, yeah, I gotta find out where that is. That could be stored somewhere. So we'll have a look for that. Right. So who is about on Twitch tonight that we are going to go and raid? Reva's live. So if my brother's live, I go raid my brother. It's very simple. So we're going to send you all over his way. Go show him some love. Go give him a follow and say hi from me. Few thank yous to say before I go, though. So Gaming FFC, thank you for your raid. You are awesome. Fantastic Gamer, thank you for your raid. You are awesome. Archangel59, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. You are awesome. Renee Bauer, thank you for your raid. You are awesome. And that is everybody for this evening. I will be back here on Sunday evening. There is no stream over on YouTube tomorrow. But there hopefully will be a Spruce Mountain video around 3 p.m. So go and check that. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this evening's stream. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.